Hi everybody, Eugene here with Darkroom software. In this quick video, I want to show you some more advanced options when you're creating your templates. So let's jump right in my computer and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do in Darkroom Core, we're going to select our Setup tab, and then Products and Services, and Templates. And then I have a group My Templates, and I'm just selecting an area where I like to add templates for demos, but feel free to organize your templates however you see fit. So I'm going to click New, and we're going to go through some of the just basics before we get into the more complicated stuff. It's going to be an 8x10 soccer and it's vertical. Selecting the size and orientation, and I'm going to click OK. And the background for this really doesn't matter because I'm going to add a graphic. It's going to be used for green screen, even though the images I'm going to be using were not shot on green screen. I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to click Add Graphic and then browse to a folder on my desktop. I have this graphic already set and already sized for an 8x10, and I'm going to add a photo and I'm going to set it to chroma key. So this is all pretty basic. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to add an effect, a color effect, and it's going to take up the whole screen, but I only want it to be right here. So enlarge it just a little bit. And what's really important is here, when you select the color, check this option, and you can change the name, but color effect is what we're going to go with for right now. And then I'm going to add a text object, and I'm going to use percents. That way I can update the text a little easier in the photo workshop. So we'll just use name %, and I'm going to do the same thing. Check the option, and that way I'll be able to update the color a little easier from the photo workshop. Put that right there, and we have our background, our photo, and then on top of that is this little banner, and then we have the name. Let's start there for right now. We'll go ahead and save this and make sure that we are trying to be organized with our saving. So I'm trying to match what we have in the Setup tab, the same structure. So it's saved under My Templates and then Demo Templates. So there we go. Now we can go over to our photo workshop and test it out. Okay. See if we can select a soccer image. You can see this is not shot on green screen, but I have applied the remove.bg option. It's under dropout, and so I'm logged into remove.bg. I clicked on this earlier, so the background is already dropped out when it's added to a green screen template. And there we go. And it should drop out, and then here we go. We can enlarge the image. If I click the eyedropper right here, I can now select a color from the actual image so I can match team colors. If I click the T key, it's prompting me for the name. So let's just type in the name there, and you can see it's in white. But if I wanted to go and change that, I'm going to click borders, edit border to bring back that border color, and now I can select text color and a sample, let's say the silver from his shirt. So let's go ahead and add on this. Next thing we're going to do is add a mask. So we're going to switch back to the Setup tab and double click on our template to edit it, and this is what I want to change right here. I have a mask that I've already created using Photoshop. It's a torn edge effect, and it's on my desktop in that same folder. And we're going to use this one right here. And now it's only applying it to this one area, so I want to right click on it, fit and fill entire page, and now that is just in that kind of similar area that we had before. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy and paste this effect, and I'm going to drag it behind the photo, and I'm going to update it with another one that's essentially the same thing, just on the top. So this is where it's pretty important. I'm going to change this to color effect 1. That way I'll have a different instance that I can change the color for. And I'm going to copy and paste that. And let's update that color with, let's go with white. And then I'm going to double click on the name because I want these two to match colors whenever I change it. So we'll click on this and update this with color effect 1. So when I change this color, the name down here will change. And then I'm going to copy and paste the name. We're going to use this up here for the team name. And in this situation, you can have a space, leave a space. It doesn't matter. It's however you want to do it. But if you're using smart text, you want to make sure whatever you used there is the exact same thing that you have on the data. So we'll get into that another time. But we'll go ahead and leave it as is. Oh, we want to update the color. And this one, I don't want to have 1 because I want it to match with this effect, the red effect. So we'll go ahead and remove that 1. So team name and this effect have the same color name, and then the name and this effect up here have the same color name. And then we're going to go ahead and click save changes. We're going to go ahead and save over the original. Now when we switch back, let's click N to remove the template, and then home to bring it back. And now it's updated, so we can update that, and now we have color effect 1. So there's color effect and color effect 1. Maybe I should label them 1 and 2, but really it doesn't matter as long as you're paying attention to which one you're selecting. Now when I click here, it's updated this background and that text with that same color, and I'm going to click T to pull up the team name. Just make up a team name real quick. Oops. So one thing that I've noticed is I left this text object on top of the photo. Go back and just correct that real quick. Team name goes behind the photo. That way he'll sit in front of the team name. Now, one other thing that's really helpful is with your objects, setting them to floating is going to be helpful. That'll allow you to move things around. That's for your photo, your name, but you don't want the graphics to be floating because you don't want those to move around. And same thing for the background graphic. You want that one to set as fixed because you don't want to scoot that around. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save over our template and then go to our photo workshop. And we may need to reselect that template to refresh it. So we'll click the B key. The shortcut key End on your keyboard will remove the template. Home will add it back on, or you can click the shortcut key of B to browse your templates. So now it's reloaded. We'll select blue from his uniform, and then it automatically goes to the next color, and we'll select the gray, and now that's all matching up. And that is using color effects, the color effect chooser, the text option with special text, and then also linking those together. So one more thing that we can do to make this template just a little bit more versatile. We have our background graphic. Let's change that to a graphic list. Now I'm going to give it a name, and I think I have some other graphics that we can use. Let's go with a color version, and just for fun we'll go with a darker black and white version. Okay, so we have 3 graphics we've added to the list, and we'll save over the changes, go to our workshop, and now you'll see this new menu right here that let's update our colors again. Now we can switch to the different color options or toggle through them. We'll go ahead and make this a little bit larger, and want to make sure the text is legible, so we'll scoot it over. And that is using some more advanced options in your templates in Darkroom Core. I hope this has been helpful. Hopefully you learned something new today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.